Hey, it's been a couple years or so. This is Colin Thomas. We're going to do another week of Averitt Truckload. I did a home daily position for like a year and a half, and that position has now been cut. So that's why I'm going back out on the road, and that's why I'm going to make a video. I didn't make videos of the home daily position because it wasn't really available to anyone without seniority, and it wasn't clear if it was going to be around forever. It turns out that it wasn't. But now I'm back over the road, and I'm going to go ahead and make a video the kind that I used to make. So my first run, I just picked up my truck here in Nashville. I went from Knoxville to Nashville to pick up my brand new truck. It had 22 miles on it when I got it. And I'm gonna head from the service center here in Nashville to the service center in Cookeville. And from there, I'm gonna head up to Walton, Kentucky. Right now, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon Nashville time. I gotta be in Walton, Kentucky by tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I can get there at 6 in the morning. It's got a big window of delivery time, but I'm going to try to get it there as early as possible in order to get the miles up as best I can this week. Getting a late start, I might not get the miles up, but luckily we've got the minimum. I think I talked about that before now, or maybe I didn't actually, but Averitt has had a minimum for around 2 years or so now. It's $12.50 a week. So I'm not going to make less than that no matter what happens, no matter how long I sit, where I sit, or anything. And we're at 58 cents a mile now if you have hazmat. It's probably around 55 cents if you don't have hazmat. Let's get going. Yep, that's the trailer I'm looking for, Walton, Kentucky. This is my cat back at home being taken care of by a friend. I got her about 8 months ago as a home daily driver. One of the books I'm listening to this week. This is Walton, Kentucky. I'm delivering right now, dropping and hooking, and from here I've got my next load assignment, so you can kind of see here. It's going up to Westchester, Ohio, which is going to be 59 empty miles, and from Westchester I'm going to Shelby, North Carolina, which is going to be 472 loaded miles. So we add that to what we got coming here, which was 82 empty miles from Nashville to Cookeville, and then from Cookeville up to Walton was 330. So that all adds up to 943 or so that I should get by the end of Tuesday or early Wednesday. We'll see. I can deliver this one, the one that's going from Westchester, Ohio to North Carolina. I can deliver that early. It's a 24-hour facility. So, but it's not due until tomorrow, anytime. We'll see what happens.
In Cuba, a lot of people left. The first year, more than 25,000 did. Another 60,000 did the second. By late 1960, 1,500 Cubans were arriving in the United States every week.
So I'm here at the Walmart Distribution Center in Shelby, North Carolina. I did not get all the way to Asheville last night. As you can see, this is where I spent the night last night. So I dropped and hooked here. I got my empty, and I'm going now to Gastonia. Here is my trip plan. Picking up there at 2 o'clock and going to Brook Haven, Mississippi, which is near Memphis. That's 24 empty miles to get to the pickup and 666 loaded miles. I'm not sure that I'll be taking that the whole way, because you can see that it's Wednesday now, and that's going to be due on Friday at any time. They say like from 00, basically just past midnight to midnight on Friday. So anytime. It's a 24-hour window of delivery. It also means that you can show up probably anytime before that, like a 24-hour facility, and they're not going to mind if you drop it off early. That gives Averitt flexibility. We'll see. Maybe they'll take it off me. Maybe they'll have me take it the whole way and deliver early. Who knows? So I'm on my way, I guess, now. I'm going to do one of these channel support segments. I'm at home, it's the weekend, these videos take me a long time. If you want to support my channel, I would really appreciate that. And the way to do it is if you apply to Averitt as a driver, put your name, my name, on your application, please. My name is Colin Thomas, Colin Thomas. That helps me to make more videos. Thank you. Just checked, and Brook Haven is down south in Mississippi. It's not anywhere near Memphis. So that makes it even more likely that Averitt will take this load off me and maybe drop it around Birmingham. Averitt's got a yard there, and they do a lot of drops near Birmingham and Bessemer. So they did take that load off me going to Brook Haven. I'm dropping it in Bessemer. I'm about to do that now. Spent the night last night here, parked in this spot at the Birmingham Service Center. Got fuel in the morning, and I got my new load assignment. My new load assignment is picking up in Birmingham. So from Bessemer, that's like 13 or so empty miles. And then from there, 406 loaded miles to Conover, North Carolina. That delivers anytime tonight after midnight until like 2 o'clock tomorrow, which again tells me this is a 24-hour facility, and I'll go ahead and drop it off early. And then I'll either, I guess, probably stay there tonight or go over to Hickory Service Center. Averitt's, Conover and Hickory are real close to each other, so I might end up spending the night there. Another book I'm listening to this week. Not saying I finished them all, just bouncing around.
In many respects, then, Hiroshima was not the kind of watershed moment that can only be seen in retrospect. President Harry S. Truman described the event to a startled world as the very harnessing of the basic power of the universe. It was a view widely shared by influential atomic scientists. 7 years later, in 1952, the United States scaled the nuclear ladder, detonating its first thermonuclear device in the Pacific. Mike, as the bomb was designated, exploded with a force 500 times greater than the bomb detonated over Hiroshima.
So as I thought, this place is open 24 hours, so I was able to do my drop and hook here. It's after 10 o'clock, going on 11, so I'm tired. I want to get over to that Hickory yard and be done for the night. Small break room here in Hickory. So I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm supposed to pick up at 8 a.m. in Hildebrand, which is 13 miles away. I won't make it there on time because it's already 11 o'clock at night here. That means I'll get there probably before 10 a little bit. Hopefully that's not going to cause a problem with detention, because sometimes it does. Sometimes that means that they're going to work you in. We'll see how that goes. But from there, I take that load to Knoxville and drop it for the weekend. Somebody on Monday will take it the rest of the way. It's going to Jackson, Tennessee, but that won't be me. For as far as my mileage is concerned, that's going to be 13 miles empty and then 190 loaded. This is a review of all the places I went. I'm not going to read through it. You can if you want to. I just want to point out the bottom. Well, I'll point out two things. So the Bessemer, Alabama to Birmingham, Alabama to Conover, North Carolina, that was 13 empty plus 406 loaded. So that adds up to less than 450. So that qualifies for a 450 mile minimum load. That, in this case, is kind of neither here nor there, because if you look at the bottom of the page, I had 2,005 total miles for the week, which would only give me $1,162.90 at 58 cents a mile, which is what I get. And that is not what I'm going to get. I'll get $12.50. $12.50 is the minimum. So you'll never get paid now at Averitt for being out for a week, Monday to Friday. You'll never get paid less than $12.50. So right now I'm going to show you the total miles on my truck after 1 week of it being brand new to me. It's 1,916, and you subtract 22 from that means that I drove 1,894 miles this week. For that, as you know, I got paid $12.50 minimum, which is the equivalent of 2,155 miles.